it's nice to see people that you built a relationship for the last couple of years, and them come in and really change your life in a 360. It was a 360 what you've done with us, and it's amazing. So, guys, so I wanted to kind of bring you on here, and we both actually, it was just couple topics we want to banter back and forth, but
Yeah.
we know you came from another company which you loved and respected, and you still respect and love to this day, because it shaped your leadership, it shaped your hunger and the lioness within you, right? You know what I'm saying? Sorry, you didn't like that. You like the lion.
I like lion.
Yeah.
Lion.
Not lioness. You're not. Yeah. Hey, you're not. You know what
You
I
know
mean? So,
me. I told you. Yeah.
so I wanted to do some topics. Like I know before, the industry of network marketing, the 98% talk a lot about numbers. It's a numbers game, right? And then when you came to us, because I remember you saying, something about what you're doing, buddy, on your platform that really speaks to me. Delivering a lot of financial education, a lot of the stuff that resonates with people.
Right.
Educating people and not hooking people into the business. Like I've noticed that you were really good before in your last business at hooking people, but you really adapted really good to not hooking people and educating people because of your energy, your hunger. I mean, you switched really quickly, and I want to talk on that. Why hooking is not what has to be like hooking, and you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. It's funny. Our train of thoughts always go a million miles a minute, but we always seem to end up on the same page. Our
Yeah,
mornings always start with well, my morning starts hours before, but with Tyler waking up, I have 800 things to tell him. So it's like so many different things. And it just goes, it goes, right? But no, the office is perfect, Eric. We have things going on. We don't
what's
have
up,
time to make
Eric?
things look pretty. We just make things work. We have systems in place for us,
Gotta
and
pay, bro. Gotta pay, bro.
in the future, that office can be whatever. For now, it's making money doing its thing. But yeah, no, so sorry, my personality, I just had to say it.
We love Eric. We
As
love
for the
Eric.
title, I don't relax. I go nonstop because it's how I am. But no, I realistically though, so with your topic and with your question, I think it's a good thing. So before it literally was grab your contact list, and people in network marketing, I'm sure, can relate with this. It was grab your contact list. We're going to go through, we're going to approach a bunch of people. It's going to be, some of them are going to say no, some will say, yeah, it's going to be a numbers game. It's going to be great. You're going to end up with this many if you do this many approaches. Like, that crap doesn't
Exactly.
work. What happens with that is people come in on emotionalism, people come in on hype, and they come in excited. Like if I say to them, hey man, I just made $48,000 last month, which I've done before, on one check. It's so awesome. You can do it. I can't wait. Come on in, blah, blah, blah. And they come in on hype and they're like, what? I thought that you said I was going to make this much money. Like, what's going on? So it goes like up and down, up and down, up and down, right?
Sure.
If you educate people, and I just want to give a quick, I know some people know this, but I don't know if your network does. When Tyler got on the call with me, got me on this call, actually, I thought I was going to enroll him, right, to my company. That's my game. I'm going to hook him. I'm going to get him on the phone. I'm going to hook him. And that's what I'm going to do. So when I got on the call, and some of you know this story, but I don't think your network does, I literally was waiting for the hook. Like, I'm waiting for you to tell me, all right, so this is what's going to happen, and this is why it's happening, and blah, 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 and it's the best company. And all you guys did was sit there and educate me, financial education, explain things. And at the end of the call, it wasn't, all right, so you're going to enroll now, Jody, and we're going to blah, 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 and using, like I used to learn, posture. But really what that is hooking people. They're excited. They've heard all the good stuff. And then you get them right there while they're excited. And then the next day they wake up and they're like, what did I do, right? And don't get me wrong. If some people are excited right away, that's great. But what we do on the call is exactly what you guys did with me. And it's what changed my entire life, literally, is we lead with financial education. Those people that know me, and people even that know you, you're a business owner and such. I'm just like this regular girl with no business knowledge whatsoever. And now I can sit here and talk about cash flows. I could talk about, cash flowing assets. I could talk about the cash flow quadrant. I could talk about passive income. I could talk about framework, literally all these things. And it's not me memorizing these notes and, making myself know it. It's that you're surrounded by people that speak this language. You're surrounded by people that have done this before and are doing great things. So you just start speaking that way. It's just how it is, right? If you surround yourself with a bunch of bums, you're going to be the sixth bum. If you surround yourself with a bunch of mentors who are world-class mentors and have done it before, that's how you start speaking. So when Tyler would write me, don't get me wrong, when Tyler would write me at first, I was like, okay, man, this is silly. I would write my friends like, Tyler's writing me those voice messages again. He's talking with, and it wasn't talking with big words because you never spoke with like these big words, but it was just what you were saying. And I was like, what is this guy doing now? And I kept waiting for him to like give me the hey girl line, like, hey girl, you know how
Hey,
people
girl.
do that, right? With the messages. I think this would be perfect for you. And it never came with Tyler. So that's from when I began the business. I took the same approach as he did. I don't do hey girl messages. I don't do random things like that. There's no need to do that, right? With our business, the cool part is compared to other businesses, not just network marketing, but any other business. And like you were talking about before, you hook people. Now we're picky. I don't work, and you see me, Tyler, with people that have written me copy. I don't work with people with attitudes. I don't work with entitled people. I don't work with anybody. I don't send out 100 approaches because I don't want to work with a lot of people. I want to work with hungry people. I want to work with driven people, and that's it. Hey girl, hey Carrie, hey girl. That's Carrie, eh? She's laughing, but no. And but honestly, so with your question, I think that's the big difference. I don't think anybody wants to be hooked. I don't think long term your retention can ever be 70 to 94% like ours. If you were doing the hooking, it would be like 10% or 5%, like the industry standard. But when people come in on financial education, when they get all the information, in fact, it's not very often that right on that call, somebody enrolls with me, and that's perfect. I don't mind. We always make sure they have all the information that they need to do it. So hooking versus hooking, I love it. You're hooking. No, but hooking versus that, yeah, exactly. Hey, girl, I just started a new business. Yana knows what's up. You're not going to say that. Like, come on, writing people like that, that's product pushing. We don't do that stuff. It's the same thing as hooking. But, Ty, I was just wondering what made you, as we're talking about it, like, you went from sort of product pushing to this. What was it that you saw? Like, I know everybody knows my story, but when you first started, what was different about it that caught your eye? I know Overcome Nation was just at its beginning, kind of.
Yeah.
And, so what's different then versus, what you were doing before?
Well, like, to be honest with you, a lot of the stuff you just said, even going in another live with you, it resonated with me in a different way. Education, when you say we're talking about hooking and how you have to network marketing has a bunch of people that hook people. And it's about the hook.
Yeah.
And the problem, I'm going to go into depth of that. The problem with hooking is you have to keep them thereafter. And it's hard to keep people thereafter when you don't have the solution. You don't have the proper system in play. Because people are going to burn out. Like you said, you were starting to burn out because you were working 14 hours a day on your business. And I was working 14 hours a day on mine too. And I was breaking apart my marriage by doing that because I was putting my business first, right? So because network marketing is system-based, 98% of them don't have a proper system in play. And I'm going to say that with posture and confidence because it's the truth. I've been in 8 different companies. Right. And I got to the point after my 7th company, like you said, I'm like, you know what? It's not the company that makes the freaking business. It's not the company. And people think it's the company. Yeah, you have to have number one in the product. You have to arguably have the number one product. I don't disagree with that. But when there's no system of duplication in play, but the system of duplication in play is hype and emotionalism, that can only go so far. That's going to build you a business for 2 years, and you and me both know what happens after 2 years. Crumble. The foundation starts to break apart underneath you, right? As the foundation starts to break apart underneath you, you don't feel like rebuilding your business. You don't want to rebuild your business because you're going to take them through that same trap of hype and emotionalism. Sell the product. Just go out and have home parties. Just throat punch people with the product. Okay. Now, when I flipped my eyes on this industry, it started with Robert Kiyosaki. I'll be honest with you. That's where it started. Because Robert Kiyosaki kept talking about if I were to do it all over again, I would do it through network marketing. And I'm like, why? Why does he keep saying network marketing when it has such a bad stigmatism? It's got such a bad rap. You know what I mean? And then I just kept reading in depth and in depth. And as I started learning more about financial education, this is before I had Overcome Nation. I started to read in depth about financial education. I'm like, network marketing is the best industry in the entire world. It is the best. There's nothing better. Real estate doesn't even touch it. You know, even owning your own franchise, a Subway, McDonald's, GNC, doesn't even come close to this. This is like being your own McDonald's corporation and not having to buy stupid little franchises for $1.5 million, $2 million a piece. It's actually giving people opportunity to start their own digital online franchise. And I love that. So when me and Rick, when I got connected with Overcome Nation and Rick, the conversation, it flowed. It started to flow, and he started to speak into my life. And the vision that he gave me with my gym, and becoming, the word I'm looking for is becoming a career professional in network marketing. He actually said that to me. He says, I am not embarrassed